Hello, this is your Commodore, Tag Coles here, talking to you about the new trailer that just dropped for Star Trek Picard, which debuted at the San Diego Comic-Con. And let's just say my first reactions are, wow. I am impressed so far with what they have done. I'm kind of a little disappointed during the trailer it says starting 2020, because we were all hoping that it would start in 2019, sometime this year. But we gotta wait a few more months before we get to see some Star Trek Picard. And it looks like Picard is at his vineyard.
Have you ever been a stranger to yourself?
Many, many times.
There's some questions raised on someone that says that money doesn't exist in the future.
You see, money doesn't exist in the 24th century.
No money? You mean you don't get paid?
The acquisition of wealth is no longer the driving force in our lives.
If you really do watch that scene where he describes the economy, it's not what we expect. And in various Star Trek series, I'm talking about Star Trek, the original series, Deep Space Nine, as well as Discovery, they do say some form of currency that the Federation has, or else how would they be able to do all the stuff they do? Even in Next Generation, I think they mentioned some stuff about currency. So, and plus, him getting left with Chateau Picard kind of makes sense because his brother and his family passed away, so he's the only Picard left. So I'm guessing he inherited the vineyard and the chateau, and introduced to some of the other characters.
Do you know who I am? Everything inside of me says that I'm safe with you.
The Starfleet looks very good. The uniforms actually look like Star Trek uniforms, unlike in Discovery.
Admiral, I have encountered a woman. She came to me for help.
As well, I love that they bring back the traditional comm badge from Deep Space Nine and Voyager and that. So it is going to be in the future, but at least we're going to have some more continuity than what we did from Enterprise to Discovery to the original series. Another flaw I see in this is that they're making the Vulcans and the Romulans look very similar. Yes, they did look very similar in the original series, but after that, there was some ridges on the Romulans' head that there was always a distinction between the two after the original series. So I'm guessing they're going back to the original look, which is cool, a great nod to the original series, but it's kind of hard to distinguish, are they Romulan or are they Vulcan? Because I feel like we're dealing with both in this series, and I would like to have some more distinguishable features to tell me which ones are Romulans, which ones are Vulcans. But I believe the one that's going to be a part of Picard's crew is a Vulcan, and the other ones are Romulan. Because you do get some Romulan-esque design in this trailer. So Picard is brought back out of retirement, because if you watch the teaser trailer, previous to this, he was retired as an admiral.
Tell us, why did you leave Starfleet, Admiral?
So, and he did leave Starfleet. So this woman brings him out of retirement, and because she believes that he is the only one that could protect her. She looks like she's going to be one of the major focuses of Star Trek Picard. Some people are already complaining about that she's going to be this overshadow Picard and stuff. If written well, I hope she does, because Patrick Stewart, not Jean-Luc Picard, but Patrick Stewart is getting up there in age, and having lighter work for him would be better. So as long as they rate this character well, I'll be okay with it. We also get to see the return of the Borg. I don't know if this Borg cube has been destroyed and is getting mined, or if it's under construction, but for one thing I can tell you, it is definitely very similar to the vessel that you see in Star Trek Armada 2 computer game, the Borg Fusion Cube. which is great. So we see that the Borg are still around and still building monumental stuff. Hopefully they get rid of the Borg Queen and just concentrate on the hive mind back to early Star Trek Next Generation episodes of the Borg instead of the Voyager Borg. If you want to know more about the Borg, watch Anti-Trekker. He'll talk about the Borg until you're blue in the face. Then, we also get some surprise guests going to show up now. We have the return of Data.
Commander Data sacrificed his life for me.
I don't know if it's truly Data because, like, again, what the Anti-Trekker said in his review of this trailer, that we saw Data get obliterated in Star Trek Nemesis. And like him, I'm also very skeptical on how there was even any surviving parts of Data because he was at ground zero of the explosion. I feel like it was before that we see, but because before was played by Brent Spiner as Data was, I think this is who, and we did find out that Data did download his memories into before this. I think they were just trying to work on him. They dismantle him, work on him, trying to upgrade him, trying to fix the flaws of before. But it was great to see that Brent Spiner, either as Data or as before, is back. And I love it how he still calls him Captain, even though we know he's now an Admiral.
I don't want the game to end.
I can see that, Captain.
So it shows you how long it's been since the dismantle or destruction of Data / B4 to now. We also get a surprise return of 7 of 9.
The hell are you doing out here, Picard? Saving the galaxy?
And I love how they're doing it because if you watch 7 of 9 in Voyager, she embraced her humanity more and more as the series progressed till the end. To where, even though Star Trek Voyager Endgame was a bad finale, and maybe many people don't like it, you get to see the progression of her accepting her humanity.
I should put these in water.
So I feel like since this is 10 to 20 years after those events, she probably embraced full humanity. So showing her as more human is a good thing. So overall, there might be a few flaws, but I'm really excited for Star Trek Picard, and I hope and pray CBS does this right and doesn't let Kurtzman destroy it like he's already... Star Trek Discovery was dead on arrival when it showed up. So I want to have some hope for Star Trek Picard, and I'm looking forward to seeing it on TV. And from the trailer, I am excited, but with other CBS products, I am a bit skeptical, but so far so good. So for your Commodore Tycoons, live long and prosper, people. Hailing frequencies are now closed. Thank you for watching Commodore Ty and enjoying this video. I hope you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if while you're here, check out one of my other videos. Live long and prosper. Hailing frequencies closed.